I'm joined now by the author and economist Nassim Taleb and by the writer Will Hutton, who's now a government advisor on public sector pay. Nassim Taleb, how this lethal bullet of debt that we just heard about there, how dangerous is that for the world economy?
Well, I'm extremely pleased to see that the discourse has shifted from recession to debt, because the real problem is debt. We have fragility caused by debt. What has happened over the past 25 years is a degradation in our ability to forecast the environment because of complexity, interaction, globalization, the internet. So you cannot see the future as well as you did in the past. At the same time, we had a huge build-up of debt. So debt and unpredictability are not friends. You see, so you need to lower one, all right?
And you can't lower the unpredictability, exactly. Presumably.
So,
but what should, David Cameron, what should other governments do about debt then?
I have 2 points about that. The first one, and let me talk about morality, ethics, okay? Someone gambled, lost a lot of his money. Now he is going to take risks that may be profitable or may be unprofitable with his descendants' money. Okay, so here you may be impairing future generations, okay, financial health, okay, by gambling with their money, okay. You have this, what I call epistemic arrogance, okay, that led us here, and now we're using the very same methodologies, okay, with all these stimulus packages that took place in America, for example, and in other places. So you have, morality is as follows. If you went bust because of mistakes you made, the unborn descendants will not bear the burden of that debt.
Right.
Okay. But when you turn private debt made by people who made mistakes into liabilities for future generations, that to me is immoral.
Is immoral.
The rich. We have socialized losses, and we've socialized them because we need to keep the system going. But I want to make this point. I mean, there are ways out of this where it's the current generation that would bear the loss. For example, if we had inflation over the next 3, 4, 5 years, it would be the current people who hold debt who would... This
is my nightmare, to hear someone talk about inflation, okay?
But if you don't have inflation, we're going to be crushed.
Let me explain. It reminds me of Weimar. Let me explain to you why. The problem with inflation, it's an expectation phenomenon, okay? The problem is that you can print money. Everybody would dream in the Western world to have 3.25% inflation. Okay, it's exactly like landing a plane on a very narrow runway without hitting the mountain or collapsing into the ocean, you see. So here you have, it's a very delicate...
What's your remedy then?
No, the remedy is people made mistakes. You don't play with dynamite, because inflation is playing with dynamite.
But is it an austerity remedy? In simple terms, is it an austerity remedy?
The thing is, and it's unpleasant, but there is cancer.
So you cut it out?
When you have cancer, okay, you don't worry about the pain of taking the tumor out, okay, and you don't administer as Obama's administration has done in the past year and a half. Hold on, you don't administer painkillers when you have cancer.
Taking the tumor out could kill the collective patient, could kill the world economy. I mean, there are. I mean, I
don't understand this notion. This notion it could kill. You're using here a lot of conditional. Could kill the world economy.
Will kill.
We know
I'll say will kill.
Okay,
I'll say will kill.
On that not so happy note, we're going to have to leave it. I'm sorry, we've run out of time.